welcome back to another pregnancy update video. Today is the 8th of May and I am 33 weeks pregnant today. So if you haven't seen my previous pregnancy update videos, I'll have them linked down below if you want to check them out. But yeah, we are getting towards the end of this pregnancy. I have 7 weeks-ish to go, depending on when baby decides to come. But today I'm going to talk you through what week 32 was like for me. I think I talked about this last week actually, but I have it written down for this week. So one of the really fun things this week was that quite often baby will choose a side of my stomach to be on, and so like one side will poke out way more than the other side. So that's really fun. I managed to get a picture of one of those times, so I'll pop that in so you can see what I mean. This is from like from my perspective looking down at my tummy. It looks really crazy, but yeah, that's been a lot of fun. And also sometimes they'll like poke something out, and so one little area will go really hard, and I still don't know like what body part it is, but you can kind of feel a line, so I assume it's like a little foot or a leg or something. I've been feeling really heavy, especially this last week. I've been back at work the last week because we had school holidays the 2 weeks before that. But I've been back at work this week, so I've been, you know, getting more tired during the day and just so heavy in the evenings especially. Like lying on my side, you can feel the whole bump pulling me over. If I lie on my back, which obviously I don't go to sleep on my back, but if I like am on my back in between rolling from one side to the other, I can feel it pressing into me. Things like doing the dishes or making food or anything really at a bench, because my bump is in the way, I have to be kind of like slightly leaning over the whole time, which puts even more pressure on my back, so my back's been getting even more sore. My nipples are definitely like noticeably darker now than at the start. I think it's happened quite gradually, but I've only just kind of noticed that there's actually a colour difference. And I'm starting to get the linea negra, the like slightly darker than your skin tone line that runs from your belly button down. And mine is also going from the belly button up a little bit as well. It's pretty faint. It might get darker, it might stay how it is now, I don't really know, but it's, you know, just noticeable in some lights. Like Jonathan noticed it first actually, because it's hard for me to see in the mirror, especially things that are below my belly button now. I can't see them from, you know, my perspective. I can kind of see it in the mirror a little bit, but yeah, Jonathan was the one that actually noticed that. So it was my birthday this week, which was lovely, and I had a nice day. But the day after my birthday was the day, last year, was the day that I had my first miscarriage, or that it started. So we had the anniversary of that this week, and I thought I would be fine because, you know, that happened before 6 weeks of pregnancy, and here I am at 30, well I was 32 weeks, this week just been. So I thought I would be fine, you know, I feel baby kicking all the time. I know they're growing well, I know that everything is okay. And I was like, I'll be fine. Like, I know that it's the anniversary of that, but it's okay because we've got another one on the way, and they're almost here. Like, we're really not that far off. But it got to the morning, the day after my birthday, and I was crying even before I left the house in the morning. And I got to school and I just had this massive panic. Like, I was walking up the same stairs that I walked up last year. I mean, I walk up them every day. What does it matter? But it's crazy what your mind does to you, right? So I was walking up the stairs on my way to my classroom in the morning and just started crying again. Because it started at school last year. Like, I went to school in the morning thinking everything was fine, and noticed the blood about 10 minutes before school actually started. So before school I was like freaking out, not thinking that it was going to happen again. I think it was just the panic and the memories from last year. But anyway, once I got through the morning I was okay and I was fine for the rest of the day, but it definitely like came up again for me. But it's right, got through it. And then yesterday we actually had the photo shoot. So I don't want to call it a maternity, I guess it is a maternity photo shoot, but like Jonathan was in all the pictures as well, so it was kind of like a mum and dad photo shoot, I guess. But that was a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll get the photos back from that in the next week or so, which will be really exciting. We did get to see them like on the camera as we were going, so we could see like if we liked the lighting and if we liked the poses and things like that. But they're gonna like do the proper edits and the touching up and put a filter on a couple of them that we wanted. So yeah, it'll be nice to see them like finished in or whenever they're ready. And that is pretty much it. I think that's it from the week. We did start, just in the last couple of days, we've started washing baby things. So I've started with the nappies and the nappy inserts. So those are all washed now, ready to go. And yeah, so each weekend I'm going to be washing a little bit of stuff. So I think I'm doing baby clothes next. And then I'll have to wash the bedding and the towels, and yeah, it's all very exciting. I can't believe it's getting so close now. It's at the point where like technically it's supposed to be 7 weeks till baby comes, but you never know if they're going to come early. I mean, full term technically is from 37 weeks, which is only 4 weeks away now. So at this point I'm like, I actually have to start getting things properly ready, not just in the house, but like actually ready to be used in case they come early and we're totally, like, I don't want to be totally caught off guard. So yeah, and I'm also going to start getting things ready for our hospital bag. Hopefully this week. I haven't started that yet, but that is definitely in the cards. I know that it needs to be done quite soon. So yeah, that was 32 weeks, and yeah, now we're at 33 weeks, and I'll see you at 34 weeks for my next update. It's the 15th of May and I'm 34 weeks pregnant today, and I have slowed down so much. I think I'm definitely at that point in the pregnancy now where I'm uncomfortable, I'm in a fair bit of pain most of the time, I'm tired. Yeah, I would say I'm solidly in my last few weeks. Still enjoying being pregnant, but what I'm not enjoying so much anymore is having to still be at work. I only have 2 weeks left now, so I'm just doing my best, but honestly it's so hard now. This coming week I've actually already asked my team leader if I can have Tuesday off, because 5 days in a row is just too much. And I was kind of thinking like a Wednesday off would be nice, but there's a meeting on the Wednesday and I've got another teacher coming to observe me on Wednesday as well. If I don't do it on Wednesday, it's probably not going to happen, so I kind of need to be there on Wednesday, and then Thursday is my baby shower at work. So Tuesday was kind of like the only other day this week that I could take off to kind of break the week up a bit. But I'm probably also going to ask for the Wednesday off in my final week, so I just do 2 days at a time. And like, I told my team leader that I was planning on having the Tuesday off on Friday, and I was feeling really guilty about it, and like just kind of thinking like, do I really need it? Am I just being lazy? Am I being this? Am I being that? And then on, what was it, Friday night? Yeah, Friday night I had the worst night's sleep that I've had this entire pregnancy. I was up like 5 times for the bathroom, which is the upper limit of how often I have to get up. Normally it's like 2 to 3 times, but yeah, I was up 5 times for the bathroom. I fully woke up every single time. I wasn't like drowsily blundering around. I was properly awake every single time. Really struggled to get back to sleep. Everything was hurting, everything was heavy. I woke up crying from a really stupid dream I had, and just did not feel rested at all on Saturday morning, which is such a shame because like while I'm still at work I only get those 2 days to sleep in a week, and I really need it, and I just completely missed that one. So anyway, after that night's sleep and being like so irritable and emotional all day Saturday, I was like, I don't feel bad about taking Tuesday off work anymore because this is how it's going to be going forwards, then I really need that day off. Anyway, right, let's go back and talk about some symptoms. So yeah, like I said, I've been tired and irritable, which is at the moment mostly coming out, unfortunately, with my class at school. The poor kids, I'm like doing my best to like be patient and or just be normal, but I have so little patience. I get so irritable so quickly, and they're a good class. I don't really think I'm treating them fairly at the moment, which makes me feel so bad. And also one of the other reasons that I don't want to be doing 5 days in a row is I feel like if I have a bit more time off, then I can treat them more fairly. I've been having hip pain when I lie on my side. So you have to lie on your side at this point in the pregnancy. You're not allowed to lie on your back. It's super uncomfortable to try and lie on your front, although I think you're allowed to, but it's just not comfortable at all. So basically you have to lie on your side, and my hips get, like whichever hip I'm lying on gets really sore after not very long at all. So I'm like constantly flipping back and forth. I'm sure it's not every 10 minutes, but that's what it feels like. So yeah, sleeping is definitely getting harder. Like I said, I had my worst night's sleep a couple nights ago, but like it wasn't caused by anything in particular. It was just general pregnancy things. So which is why I think like from now on it's just gonna get worse, because it's just gonna happen. That kind of a night's sleep is gonna become more common at this point in the pregnancy. My Braxton Hicks now are so regular, like I have so many of them. And again, I think that's just from being really active. I think if I had finished work at this point and I was able to like sit at home and relax a bit more, I wouldn't be having as many. Because last time I talked to my midwife about them, she said just try and like really take it easy when that happens. But I just don't have the option to do that yet. And like even in the weekends, we're trying to get all the washing and the cleaning and the groceries and all that stuff done because I'm at work, and so is Jonathan during the week. So hopefully once I finish work, we'll be able to like spread those things out a bit more over the week, and I'll be able to rest a lot more and have less Braxton Hicks contractions. But yeah, because at the moment, like especially in the last 2 or 3 days, I've noticed that I'm having one at least every 5 minutes, like really frequently. I did see the midwife this week, so she said my blood pressure was fine. She didn't comment on my weight. I know that my weight is like really very much at the upper end of what it should be. In fact, how much have I put on? I think I've put on 14 kgs at the moment, which is based on the app that I have. I think that was the amount that I'm supposed to put on by the end of my pregnancy, and I think I remember the midwife saying I was allowed to put on 15 kg. I think she said that right back at the start. So I've basically hit the weight that I'm supposed to end the pregnancy at, and I still have 6 weeks left. So I know that I'm at the upper limit, but she didn't comment. She didn't tell me that I need to stop gaining weight this quickly, which I'm quite grateful for. And I don't feel like I'm overeating particularly. And I just feel like baby's gonna do what baby's gonna do, and I'm gonna put on the amount of weight that I put on. So I'm trying not to like worry about it. I am just keeping track, but I'm not about to like restrict what I'm eating or anything like that. What else? She played me the heartbeat, said the heartbeat was perfect. She actually put me on the scan while I was there. I didn't even realize there was a scanner at the midwife place, but apparently there is. She popped me on, and I was really worried because she's never put me on the scan before. I was worried that it was because she thought something might be wrong, but she just wanted to check what position baby was in. She was trying to do it by feeling, but I think I kept having Braxton Hicks, so she couldn't tell because my stomach was too hard. So the scan confirmed that baby is head down, which again, I was pretty sure that they were, because when I feel hiccups, I feel them low down in the middle. So yeah, baby is head down. I asked if that's expected to like, or if the baby's expected to stay head down at this point, or if they're still kind of flipping and moving around. And she said usually once they're head down, they stay head down, because the head is the heaviest part of their body. So once it's down, gravity kind of keeps it there. So that's really interesting to know. I'm definitely getting darker spots like around my areola. It's not kind of the whole area going dark altogether. I'm getting like dots of pigment almost, just in random places. So, which I think is also normal. I know that, you know, changes in skin pigmentation are pretty common during pregnancy. So yeah, that's been happening this week as well. But that's pretty much it for this week. So at week 34, the antenatal course that we did said that at week 34 you should start doing perineal massage. So starting that this week, and I have a growth scan this week as well. Because I had COVID, I get them every 4 weeks now. So I had one 4 weeks ago, but I've got another one in a few days. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this week, so I'll catch you again in another week. It's the 22nd of May and I'm 35 weeks pregnant today. Before I say anything else, I'm so excited because I only have one more week of work left. When I update you this time next week, I will be on maternity leave, I will be done working, and I'm so excited, so ready for that. Okay, so going back to the week that I've just had, it started with me taking off my wedding ring. It still fit, but I was getting worried that if I didn't take it off, it was going to get stuck and I was not going to be able to get it off. So I've taken it off now. I've been wearing it on this long chain, so I still like have it with me, but usually I just tuck it into whatever I'm wearing. But yeah, so wedding ring is off because I don't know if I'm swelling or if it's just the weight that I've put on. So I think at this point I've put on 16 or 17 kgs, probably more than I should have, but oh well. Okay, so I also had a day off work this week because at this point I really don't think I can make it through 5 days in a row of working. So, and I knew I had important stuff on Wednesday. I had a teacher coming to observe a lesson on Wednesday, so I couldn't have the middle of the week off. And then Thursday was my work baby shower, so I couldn't really have Thursday off and then just come in for the shower. So I had Tuesday off work, and then had to get through 3 days after that. I'm probably going to do the same thing next week, except I'll probably take off Wednesday, so it's 2 days and then 2 days, which seems a lot more achievable. Speaking of my work baby shower, it was really, really nice. My team leader had organised it and she had a couple of activities. We did like a baby food taste test. There was a lolly jar, like a guess the lollies, and which I actually won. I was 3 lollies off and I had the closest guess, so I'm pretty proud of that. One got to bring the lolly jar home. We did a baby themed Kahoot as well, which was really fun. I came 3rd for that. And there were so many presents. So they basically cleared off everything that was left on our registry. Like I had sent through, I think 3 links to stuff that I wanted still from the registry, because all the teachers like contribute a bit of money when like someone leaves or is having a baby or whatever. And she was like, I'm probably gonna have more money than that, so what else do you want? So I sent her the rest of what was on the registry and she was like, I think we're still gonna have more money, so what else would you like? And I was like, I don't know, like socks, I guess. We don't have a lot of socks. And then last weekend she was like, it looks like there's still going to be more money, so is there anything else or would you like a surprise? And I was like, honestly, I can't think of anything else, so a surprise would be great. So we ended up with some more clothes, a little snuggly toy, some books, some bilingual English and Māori books, which is fantastic. I was planning on getting something like that anyway, and I'll probably get more as well. And some little things that help them transition into solid foods as well, so for later on. So yeah, lots of little things that I was not expecting, as well as everything that I still needed to buy. So that was really, really handy. I've still been getting really emotional. I think it was Wednesday. So Monday I was good, I was at work, and then Tuesday I had off. Wednesday after work, I think just knowing that I had still like a stretch of work days still left to go, I was just crying Wednesday evening when I got home, and nothing was wrong. But like Jonathan and I were trying to do a yoga YouTube video, which we try and do like every couple of days at least, and I was getting so frustrated at this woman that was doing the pregnancy yoga video. Every time she would like give an instruction, in my head I was like, don't tell me what to do. And then I even said to Jonathan, like, she's got this stupid perfect body and stupid perfect skin, and which is just so ridiculous. So anyway, we got about halfway through the video and I just started crying, and I like stormed off upstairs. I was angry, I was upset, yeah, and I knew it was hormones, and I knew I would find it funny later, but at the time I was just sobbing and I was so upset. Anyway, then on Thursday morning I had my growth scan, so I'm getting them every 4 weeks at the moment because I've had COVID. So just to check that baby is still growing okay, and like the placenta and the cord and stuff hasn't like started to break down. So everything is looking good at the moment. Baby is measuring at an average size and weight, which is perfect. There's not much more to say about the scan actually. It was all very kind of routine. Baby's still head down. They were last time at the, what was that, the 30-week scan as well. So they've been in position for a while. But the lady asked me if I've been feeling lots of pressure actually, because she said the head is really far down. And I remember this from the last one as well. They really struggled to get that head measurement. So apparently, I guess that means baby has dropped and had already 4 weeks ago. I don't think I felt like any particular extra pressure, but I don't know. Maybe I am and I'm just kind of used to it, or I'm not recognizing it because I don't know what it would be like without the extra pressure. I don't know. But apparently baby is very low down, just about ready to go. Not like ready to come out, but like fully in position. It's fun to know what position they're actually in as well. They told me like where geographically on my tummy where all the bits are, so I know exactly what it is when they kick now. I know where the feet are, I know where the arms are approximately, so when I feel the little kicks and movements I can kind of figure out what it is that's moving, which is a lot of fun. What else? I mean, you guys know, I think at this point, that most of my symptoms kind of carry over week to week, so feeling super heavy, super tired, everything is hard, like my back hurts, bending over hurts. I can still get down to the ground. Like I was at the supermarket doing the groceries this morning, and I can still squat down, have a look at the stuff on the bottom shelf and get myself back up. So I'm pretty proud of that. Shoes and socks are difficult, but anyway, you guys know all this. I think I've talked about all this stuff before. So yeah, I will leave it there for today. I don't think this is the last update for this video. No, surely not. I think there's one more. So yeah, I'll see you again in a week when I finished work. Yay! It's the 29th of May and I am 36 weeks pregnant today. So this is my last update for this video. I had my last week of work this week. I did have a day off on Wednesday to help me get through the week and finish off nice and strong. So yeah, it was just a 4-day week again. But yeah, I had my last day on Friday, and honestly, I'm so glad that I finished when I did. I could not possibly go back and do any more time, really. It's funny because I had people at work on Friday asking me like how I felt about leaving my class and it being my last day, and basically being like, oh, are you okay? Like, you really sad to go? And I was like, no, I'm not sad to go at all. Like, yeah, it's a little sad leaving my class, but I know they're fine and I just really need to rest at this point. So yeah, especially because it ended up working out that there was no crossover time with the new teacher, which I talked about this I think in an older update, that I was hoping there would be some crossover time with the new teacher and I would be able to like relax a little bit more, and you know, there'd be 2 of us in the classroom to kind of teach and just, you know, someone else to kind of lean on and rely on a little bit for the last week or 2 of work, but that didn't end up happening. So it was all on me and it was really hard. Yeah, I think if the other teacher had started in the last week or 2, I probably wouldn't have needed to have a day off each week because it would have been a little less intense, but as it was, I needed a day off. Yeah, so my symptoms for week 35, I had sore arms for quite a few of the days. Like my forearms were really sore. I don't really know why. But yeah, they were really tight. They needed lots of stretching. Just generally, they were really sore for like 3 or 4 days. Oh, baby dropped. I think baby dropped earlier, but in the last week, I've really noticed that they have dropped because like on top of my uterus, like I can feel again where my uterus ends, where I think it was coming all the way kind of to like right under my bust before, but now you can like feel the squishy part above my uterus again. So it's been a bit easier to breathe, which is really nice. There has been more pressure because obviously they're lower now. So like pressure on my bladder, oh my gosh, I think I was up 7 times to pee last night, which is my new record. Usually it maxes out at about 5 times a night, but yeah, there's a lot of pressure on my bladder, there's pressure on my bowels, there's just pressure in general on everything. I've had a couple of painful rib kicks. I think luckily baby has dropped because most of their kicks are not up in my ribs, so I think it's only been twice that I felt a rib kick, but both of them have been very painful. But in general, a lot of their movements are like really strong enough to be quite painful now. So a lot of the time I'm like trying to sit up a bit straighter to give them more space because I feel like the more squished they are, the more it's going to hurt me. But yeah, definitely a strong little baby in there. We got our photos back from the photo shoot finally, so that was really exciting. I'll put a couple of them in here. Not all of them because there's a lot, and they're all lovely, but yeah, I'll put a couple in. There'll probably be a couple over on Instagram as well if you want to see a few more of them, but they're mostly just for our memories and our photo albums at home and stuff. But yeah, they're really, really lovely. And we're now less than a month away from the baby's due date, so I don't know. I mean, they could be born at any time. They could literally be born tomorrow and everything would be fine. Or they could be late. They could be like 2 weeks late, which would mean it's like 6 weeks off still. But yeah, we're 4 weeks away from the due date, less than a month. Very exciting. Jonathan has 1 more week of work, so we've got lots of little jobs that we need to do that are waiting until he finishes work. So like we need to go and hire the newborn like capsule and pram and stuff. But we're going to do that once he finishes work in a week. And we need to set up the bassinet like next to our bed. We're going to build some shelves to go in the baby's room. Stuff like that. I still need to properly pack my hospital bag. I have started getting some things together. I went and got like adult nappies for postpartum and stuff. So I've got a little box in the bedroom that I've started like putting bits into. There's definitely more stuff that I need to organize for this hospital bag, and it's really important now because baby could come literally anytime. So I think that's probably one of my biggest goals for the next week now that I'm not working, is to get, they don't have to be in a bag, but I would like to have most of the stuff all in one place, like ready to grab. But yeah, in terms of how I've been feeling, just really tired. Like everything tires me out. We were at a birthday party yesterday and we were standing all in a circle while someone gave a speech, and it went on for like, I want to say 10 minutes. Like it wasn't an extremely long time to stand, but I was just standing there and I hadn't had any water in an hour or so, and I was like, oh my god, I have to sit down, I have to drink some water. and I was just exhausted from literally standing for 10 minutes. And then I was like super shitty that afternoon. We got home and I pretty much slept for a couple of hours as soon as we got home. Yeah, and that was from 10 minutes of standing, so everything takes it right out of me now. I have so little energy to do anything. It's okay, because now that I don't have to work, I don't have to squish so much into the weekends. Like normally in the weekends we've got all the washing to do, all the cleaning, you know, if I like groceries, if I need to buy anything or do anything, it's got to be done in the weekends. But now that I don't have to go to work, like I haven't done the cleaning yet this weekend, and I'm like, it doesn't matter, I can leave it and do it on Monday or Tuesday. Like I can just spread it out during the week. So hopefully it'll be better now that I can do things a bit slower on any day. But yeah, sleeping's also getting harder, I should mention as well. Like, as I said, I was up 7 times-ish. I wasn't exactly counting, but it was about 7 times last night to go to the bathroom. And like my hips get really sore from lying on my side at night now. So I get to like halfway through the night and then I cannot get comfortable. Last night I was literally in like child's pose on my knees, trying to like kind of sleep on my front but without squishing my belly. I was trying to like fold my pregnancy pillow up so that it was like on top and underneath my belly so that I could like lie on my front, because being on my side got so uncomfortable. And then I was just lying there awake for like an hour or 2 because I couldn't get comfortable. This is like 4:30 in the morning, me trying to like organize myself, organize my pillow so I could sleep some other way. And I just feel like every night's gonna be like that now. I'm probably past the point of getting a solid night's sleep. Anyway, oh, since this is the last update, I'd better show you a bump shot so you can see how big I am at 36 weeks. So here's my 36-week bump, and then I guess without the top as well. I don't have any stretch marks yet, which I'm kind of surprised by. But yeah, I have got the linea negra, which goes kind of above and below. It's still pretty faint. I don't actually know if you can see it, but yeah. Yeah, that's the tummy at the moment with 4 weeks left to go. But yeah, there hopefully will be one more pregnancy update video. Obviously, unless I go into labor in the next week, but hopefully that won't happen. So yeah, anyway, that was me for 36 weeks, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.